And there you have it, folks. That was another beautiful rendition of the national anthem from Embry-Riddle's own Miss Kayla Burns. We welcome you here to Daytona Ice Arena. I am Mitchell Kim filling in for Nick Gimbel, and to me is Jordan Shepard, who will be play-by-play tonight. Jordan, after watching the game last night, obviously it was a 10-2 win for the Eagles. What do you think this very short bench Miami team is going to do, coming off of there was kind of a heartbreaking loss last night? They gave up pretty easily there, but what do you think they're going to have to do?
Well, they're really just going to have to play simple hockey and get the puck deep and run a very passive forecheck so they don't lose their legs. And that's really all they can do right now compared to a full Embry-Riddle bench.
Yeah, absolutely. Embry-Riddle's going to have to get pucks deep as well in order to tire this team out, because that's exactly what happened last night. Is they drew a couple penalties and really got the Hurricanes into a little bit of a predicament with conditioning.
So we're underway now as it's sent into the neutral zone, picked up by Jack Boken, and now Campbell from Miami was on Alex Fowler, and Fowler is able to get that puck in the neutral zone. It's sent in by Ryan Marks. Played off the boards. Here's Redding for Miami. It's a 2-on-2 down the right side. Redding gets around Colin Bridges, taken down, takes a shot off the left pad of Nico Proulier, starting his first game of the semester. What do you know about him, Mitch?
Yeah, Nico, he hasn't had a loss yet this year. He's been pretty much the number one for the Eagles, kind of the go-to guy, as well as Max Minervini. Max Minervini with the 4-5 record, but he has had an amazing year. He played great last night. Proulier has just been standing on his head all year and been the rock for the Eagles back there in net.
And it was a pretty slow start for Max. He didn't win a game for probably, the first month and a half of the season? But
yeah, it was about
playing,
4 games.
He was playing good. It's just...
Exactly.
The Eagles they'd score 5 goals when Nico's in net, and then the next night they'd score 1 with Max and lose 2-1. But...
And unfortunately, for number 30 of Miami, he's not getting the same attention after their record is 1-11-1.
But how much? There's a shot there by Saunders under the pad of Proulier, and he's gonna get a whistle. And he's not. It's not that he's playing bad. It's just it's hard to play when you have 8 guys in front of you.
Yeah, watching him last night, he definitely made probably 30 key saves, and if you get more than 10 in a game, you're having a rough night. But he definitely stood on his head. It easily could have been a 15-goal lead by the Eagles.
Coffin won that draw. Here's David Lytle through the neutral zone, and he's going up against number 28 from Miami, Johnny Amello, and he's able to run him into the left wing corner boards. Shot by Hata was off the skate. Rebound for Kaufman, and Fitz is going to hold on. A good shift from this third line for Embry-Riddle. Getting a grade A scoring chance off of rebounds. 18:30 to go in the first. Shots are even at 2 apiece. Turner, Kaufman, David Lytle, and Adrian Deborah out there for Embry-Riddle. And Kaufman won that draw. David Lytle leaves it for Deborah in the left wing corner. Gets it back to the left point for Hata. Takes a shot off a skate. And goes wide of the net. And Mello tried to play it off the boards. It came to Kaufman. Made a couple nice moves. Throws it out in front. Comes to Deborah. Unable to get a stick on it. And here comes Girl for Miami the other way. Turned it over. Got it back. Now Hata's going to play it off the boards for Kaufman. He's got a one-on-one and takes a shot wide. Saunders is there on the near side boards to start a 3-on-3 for Miami. Saunders down the right wing takes a shot off the stick of Wyatt Ebner, out of play.
Sort of a slow start for the Eagles compared to last night. They're not looking too sharp so far. Miami's had a couple decent chances here early within the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it's definitely not the explosive start they had last night. Silcox plays that around the boards for Dan Sakala, getting his first game of the semester. Battle in the corner with Mario Filardi as well. And Will Renning plays it around the boards. Alec Bischoff has it on the near side half wall, leaves it for Wyatt Ebner. He's going to play it off the boards to Mario Filardi and give it back to Wyatt Ebner. And we have a whistle, and it looks like Alec Bischoff and Peter Gurl from Miami are both going to go to the box for coincidental roughing penalties. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a microphone on, so we actually don't know what he's calling. We don't quite have the budget for that yet.
We're working on it, but...
So it'll be Silcox and Sakala out there on the PK for Embry-Riddle, and this Miami power play 15.7%. Embry-Riddle PK 89.9. Wyatt Ebner plays in neutral zone for Sakala, and he's going to play it across for Silcox, and he's just going to send it into the left wing corner. So Miami will start the breakout. Here is Saunders, and he's going to dump that into the right corner, and Mario Filardi is going to go behind the net and shoot it back down the ice. Not a lot of jump from this Miami team. You'd think if they're going to dump the puck in, maybe have a little more jump in their step. Shot by Saunders was wide. I guess they're on a 4-on-4, aren't they, Mitch?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, that's my bad there. Here's Kyle Usiak. Stops at the blue line, gives it to Ryan Marks. The two of those are out there.
Ryan Marks, the captain. Pointless last night. That's sort of a big thing the Eagles were looking out of him.
One-timer by Jack Boken was wide, and Fitz was way out of the net, tried to play it away from Marks, unable to do it. Now here's Colin Bridges, takes a shot into the chest of Fitz, and he holds on.
As they say, he does have the best chest in the league,
yeah,
Jordan.
Exactly. You know what? You see that a lot from goalies in this league with really fast chests.
I agree. If you shoot it there, you know, it's most likely going to...
You're a goalie. How hard is it to make a save with your chest?
Well, it depends. Usually I don't stop the puck, but...
Well, some good news for you. You were finally on the ice this week for the first time in a while.
Yeah, it's been 10 months since I skated due to a broken hip. Played with it, not a big deal, but...
Not a big deal. Alex Fowler and Brantley Miller are out there, and there's some discussion.
Looks like they can't figure out the clock.
They only have one penalty on the board as well. I guess, there you go. Now they're both on there. Jeffrey Gilbert in there, running the score sheet and the clock, I assume, away from his normal skate sharpening duties. Jack Boken through the neutral zone, makes a nice move. Boken drives wide, lost the handle, got it back in the right wing corner, gets it back to the line for Fowler. He takes the shot in front. Miller was there for the screen, but Fitz holds on. 16:07 to go in the first. Fifth shot in the period for Embry-Riddle.
Easy save there for Fitz as Brantley Miller was just to the right of him. Didn't get any screen on him as he saw that one all the way into his chest. Good shot by Fowler, looking to get a tip on it, but Eagles all year have needed to get someone in front of that goaltender, get a screen, because most of the goalies can pretty much see any shot from the point.
Fowler tried to center for Bridges, and here's a 2-on-1 the other way. It's Saunders, takes a shot, and that was blockered away by Proulier. Now here comes Alex Fowler the other way, a 3-on-2. Fowler tried to center for Bridges, and that was intercepted, and here comes Miami back the other way. Will Redding was with Campbell, and that was taken away by Jack Boken, who comes through neutral zone. Wow, what a move. Boken in!
Oh, beautiful goal! You might see that one again. Wow, that was an amazing goal there, George.
I have no words.
He just completely undressed the entire Miami team.
And the thing is he made it look easy. Jack Boken, it's his 12th goal of the season and 24th point. The impressive rookie defenseman. And it's 1-0 Embry-Riddle with 15:29 to go in the first period.
Boken scoring the first goal in both games in this series.
That pass for Campbell out of his reach. Icing waved off. Bryce cornerback with Remy Hata. Back to 5-on-5 now. Adam Letarte had 4 goals last night. He's out there with Noah Austin and Kyle Usiak. That pass for Usiak was broken up by Campbell, and it comes back to corner. Sends a saucer pass, and that was intercepted by Michael D'Antonio. He sends it into the left wing corner. For Bryce Corner, another rookie defenseman that's been pretty good for this Embry-Riddle team. Dumped into the left wing corner. Fitz plays it around. Intercepted by Adam Letarte. Was played out in front. Knocked down by Kyle Usiak. Now Miami's going to come back the other way. It's Girl sends into the left wing corner against Bryce Corner. Good support by Hata. He's going to move the puck up through the neutral zone for Embry-Riddle now. He sends that in, and that's going to be icing. He didn't get the red line, and
yeah, that's just a discipline issue right there. He's got to get that red line before he dumps it in. That's an easy icing.
And he had the time and space.
Absolutely.
But
against a team like the Air Force Academy, which the Embry-Riddle Eagles will travel out to Colorado next weekend, that's going to be a hard play to make because now it's in their own defensive zone, and a team like the Air Force Academy is pretty high in their division. They're going to tear them up and take advantage of a miscue.
Adam Letarte gives it to Bryce Corner on the breakout, and Kyle Usiak tried to poke it past Will Redding, and it's sent right back in. Asplund back behind the net for Miami. Moves it up for D'Antonio. That went off of his skate, and Adrian Deborah sends it back behind the net. Johnny Amello will move it up the left wing side, and it's unable to hold in with Filardi. And now here comes Saunders on a one-on-one. Saunders, good job by Wyatt Ebner to step up and take away his time and space. Now there's a centering pass for Girl, takes the shot, and that was blocked by Filardi.
Good block there by Filardi.
Yeah. Here's David Lytle, leaves it for Deborah, stays on sides. Deborah shot, glove saved by Fitz with 13:38 to go in the first period.
Good quick shot there by Deborah, but Fitz was ready for it and got the glove on it.
Kaufman, Deborah, and Lytle out there now with Ebner and Filardi. Saunders won that draw, but good support by Lytle on the faceoff. Gives Embry possession. Here's Filardi at the point, takes the shot. It was off the skate in front. And now Amello will play it up the boards. Kaufman did a good job knocking it down, makes a couple nice moves, but turns it over. Puck ends up behind the net. David Lytle on the forecheck has it. Lytle cuts to the middle, takes a shot low and wide. Kaufman runs into Lytle. Lytle's going to give it back to Kaufman. Tried to make a move, ended up on Lytle's stick. Good job here by this Eagles third line. There's a shot by Kaufman off the shoulder of Fitz, and now Deborah has it behind the net. Back to Filardi, unable to hold it in at the line. And that will give Miami some time to make as much of a change as they can. Only have 3 guys on the bench. Ebner will give it to Filardi. Plays it off the boards, hit Ian Beckus' skate. And Miami's back the other way. Here's Saunders now. Tried to make a move around Filardi, and he had the body laid on him. Now the puck is in the near side half wall. Dan Sakala, one of the faster skaters on this Embry-Riddle team, through the neutral zone. Johnny Amello took it away from him. He's going to try to break out for Miami. Gives it to Campbell, up to Saunders down the left wing. Saunders cuts to the middle. Didn't get a shot off, still has it. Now ends up behind the Embry-Riddle net. Now he has it left wing corner, plays it back to the right point. There's a shot on goal by McNair. And Nico Proulier will make the save off the deflection in front.
Yeah, Jordan, and after a win like that last night for the Eagles, it seems like they're kind of doing what you don't want to see and playing very individual hockey and trying to make it point night, but that's not working out too well for them as they're playing pretty sloppy here, just under 10 minutes in the first period.
Marks won that draw. Jack Boken will go behind the net and give it out to Alex Fowler on the right wing. And that pass for Miller was broken up. Colin Bridges, though, did a good job stepping up and got it up to Brandley Miller, who sends it in. He'll go on the forecheck. McNair will play it on the boards for D'Antonio. D'Antonio will get it off the glass into the neutral zone and down to the Embry-Riddle zone. Redding forechecking against Jack Boken. Boken now has it behind the net. He's going to skate it up as he usually does. Jack Boken makes a nice move to the middle, and it's now 2-on-3. Boken run into there by Campbell, but he left it for Fowler. Fowler tried to go across to Marks on the back door, and it was broken up.
A lot of missed passes here early.
Marks back to the point. Bridges shot off the left leg of D'Antonio. And Girl's going to get it up for Miami, and they have a 3-on-2. Here's Campbell. Campbell gives it to Girl. One-on-one against Bridges. Almost got around him. He just lost the puck. And he throws it back in front of the net and ended up on Ryan Marks' stick on the near side half wall. Now Ryan Marks down the left side. Tried to make a move to the middle, and he was knocked off there by Johnny Amello. We have a whistle. Is there a penalty?
It looks like there will be a penalty on...
I didn't even see the ref's arm go up, did you?
I did not either, but it looks like number 28, Johnny Amello, is going to sit in the sin bin for 2.
Both special teams last night were over. Embry-Riddle's power play just under 15% coming to this game. Miami's PK 55.9%. And these are the times where you really just need to get confidence on the power play playing against a weaker penalty kill.
Yeah,
no,
50% on a penalty kill is not really what you want to see if you're trying to be competitive on a penalty kill.
And that shot there by Hata is into the glove of Fitz. We'll have a face-off to his left. 1-0 Embry-Riddle. Just under halfway through the first period. Shots 9-5. Embry-Riddle on the power play. Noah Austin, Adam Letarte, Kyle Usiak out there. That puck is cleared down the ice. Perlier will leave it behind the net for Bryce Corner. Corner got it up for Noah Austin. Gives it up to Hata. Now Adam Letarte tried to give it to Usiak. Hit his skate. And Letarte's just going to use the speed and skate it in. Letarte tried to cut to the middle and it was caught from behind and it ends up back in the neutral zone. Hata backhands it in. Offside. He'll have to come back out. And Aspun's going to send that all the way down the ice, and he did the smart play and took his time. Waited for everybody to tag up. Just over a minute left in the Embry-Riddle power play. Here's Kyle Usiak on the breakout. Going through the neutral zone, banks it off the boards to himself. Onside play, Usiak goes it behind the net. Usiak has it. Left wing half wall, plays it back to the right point for Bryce Corner. Bryce Corner threw it out in front for Austin. His stick was tied up and is cleared, but not out. Hata takes the shot and deflected by Letarte. Ends up in the glove of Fitz. That was a good tip.
Good save there by Fitz. Looking pretty sharp here early. 9 saves already on 10 shots. Only 10 minutes into this period.
He's been pretty dialed in. 38 seconds left in this Embry-Riddle power play. It'll be Matt Silcox out there with Adrian Deborah and David Lytle. Puck played around the boards but not out. Kaufman held it in. He's playing the point. Here's Lytle. Gives it to Jack Boken across to Kaufman. Boken, top of the left circle. He'll set up the umbrella across to Kaufman, and he wanted the one-timer, and it was broken up by Campbell, and they'll come back 2-on-2. Campbell will give it to Saunders, who's now bombarded by Embry-Riddle players. Here's David Lytle on the pass from Adrian Deborah through the neutral zone. Lytle will go behind the net. Plays it back to the right point for Kaufman. Gives it to the left point, and a shot by Boken was off the shoulder of Fitz. Ends up back for Boken in the left corner. Throws it to the center for Lytle. Takes the shot. Deflected, and they score.
And it somehow went up. It looked like either Matt Silcox or the defender of Miami, and that's the second goal already.
You know, I don't know if that hit off of anybody. Maybe Matt Silcox.
It looks like they're going to give it to Matt Silcox.
We'll figure that out. I think it is Silcox's goal based off his celebration afterward.
And a good shot there from the point. Try to get a tip on it. And somehow it hit somebody and went in.
That's the second goal of the season for Silcox and his 5th point. Kaufman tried to go forward with that draw. He has it now 3-on-2. Kaufman down the left wing, tried to cut to the middle. Good job there by Amello to run him into the corner. Now he's double teamed by Deborah and Kaufman. Miami will start out. Here's Campbell. 1-on-1 against Filardi, and he was caught from behind by Lytle, who was thrown down in front of the Miami bench.
No interference call on that one, but I think could have gone either way in the scorebook.
Sent in by D'Antonio off Prulier's glove, ends up in the right wing corner. Now David Lytle down the left side. Lytle being watched there by Campbell from Miami, and now played into the opposite corner. Aspen will send that into the neutral zone, and Filardi will play it right back off the boards into the neutral zone. D'Antonio will send it right back in. Miami will go for a change. White Ebner taking that ice that's available to him. He's going to move it up through the neutral zone down the left wing. Ebner still driving wide, left wing corner, now behind the net. Has it in the right wing corner now, goes all the way up to the center point now. Still has it. Zip to Ian Betkiss, the left wing corner. Battle ensues there along with Alec Biscoff for Embry-Riddle. And here is a Mello for Miami in the right wing corner. Run into by Alec Biscoff, and the puck ends up back behind the Miami net. Mello will play it up for D'Antonio. D'Antonio bumped there by Ebner. Biscoff battles with a Mello in the left wing corner. Betkiss supports, so does Saunders, and Saunders comes away with it for Miami. Avoided that check from Daniel Sakala, and it's now a 3-on-3. Saunders takes the shot off of Ebner's stick, ends up in the right wing corner. Saunders bumped there by Ebner, and then Biscoff is bumped by Saunders, and here's Ian Betkiss through the neutral zone. She's going to play it off the glass into the Miami zone. Here's McNair now for Miami. Plays it up for Girl. He missed him, and that will be icing. 6:35 to go in the first period. 2-0 Embry-Riddle. Shots are 12-6. Game has really slowed down since the Matt Silcock's goal on the power play. Face-off will be to the right of Fitz. It'll be Ryan Marks, Alex Fowler. And here's Marks through down front for Brantley Miller. We've seen that set play before. He actually did it with me one time. And here's Jack Boken trying to dance through a couple defenders. Lost it, but Miller has it in the left wing corner, now behind the net. Threw it out in front for Marks. That was broken up there by Amello.
Man, Jordan, you see a lot of sloppy and slow passes from this Eagle team early. That's just not what the coaches want to see heading into this trip next weekend.
Ryan Marks gives it up to Brantley Miller. 1-on-2, now 2-on-2. Miller takes a slap shot, and that's off the right pad of Fitz. And I don't know if he knew where that puck was.
I think he kind of caught him off guard. He thought he was going to put it in deep, and he got a good shot on him.
5:57 to go in the first period. And you say it's been pretty sloppy, and that's kind of the concern. The start last night was really upbeat, aggressive, almost like they didn't know what they were going to expect with Miami. And now it's, like you said, it could be more like a point nine. There's a penalty coming up to Jack Boken. He tripped Aspun for Miami. Embry-Riddle will go on the PK. So we'll see what Miami's power play can do. Miami's power play actually higher ranked than Embry-Riddle's, but Embry-Riddle's PK is almost 90%. Aspun will play it for Campbell on the right wing half wall and plays it to the right corner for Saunders. Back to the center point. Aspun will give it back to Saunders. Center point. Still holding on to it. McNair, pass was broken up by Adam Letarte, losing his speed to forecheck. He did a good job. He comes away with the puck in the Miami zone, taking that open ice. Here's Letarte, tried to center for Austin, and that was broken up.
Great killing there early for the Eagles. Letarte with a lot of speed there, showing you can't mess around with him.
Here's Campbell now for Miami, right wing corner. Centering pass that was broken up by Noah Austin. He sends it down the ice. 1:10 to go in this Embry-Riddle penalty. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first period. Johnny Amello behind the net. Gives it to Asplund for Miami. Gives it back to Amello. Johnny Amello still has it. He's going to skate it in himself. Everybody else is standing at the blue line. He's going to send it in and chase himself. Now comes to Redding. Tried to give it to Campbell behind the net, and Amello unable to hold it in. And Fitz will stop it at the goal line for Asplund. 35 seconds to go on this Embry-Riddle penalty. Asplund will just retreat. David Lytle and Turner Kaufman out there on the penalty kill, and Hata will send that right back in.
Hata was trying to put that one through the uprights, try to get 3 points for his team, but forgot what sport that was.
Here's Campbell down the right wing.
10 seconds
and
left.
Another penalty coming up. Campbell gets it back to the line. There's a shot by Amello that was blocked by Hata, and Hata's run down, and no call on that. So here's Campbell. We'll give it back to Asplund. It's now a 6-on-5 as the original penalty's over, and we'll finally get a whistle, but Embry-Riddle's going to go right back to the PK, and I don't know what the call is.
It's going to be Hata. I think they got him for slashing, either that or a hook.
He's taking that try of shame to the penalty box, as every player does at some point.
It will be 2 for slashing, sitting in the sin bin.
Filardi off the face-off. He's going to try to clear it, can't do it. Swept at it with one hand on the stick and was unable to get it out a second time. Here's Asplund. Will give it to Amello. Back to Asplund. Asplund, left point, gives it to the left half wall. Here's Saunders with a shot that was blocked by Filardi. Here's Silcox and Sakala on a short-handed 2-on-1.
They got
Silcox across to Sakala. Pass was broken up by Asplund, and
not sure why he passed that. He had an open lane.
There was a lot of time for the two of them, too. He probably could have gone to Publix and gotten something to drink and came back and still had time to shoot.
Get a nice little sub, but now Miami picked up the puck instead. That could have been a nice play, but tried to do too much.
Girl centers out in front, and they score. That's Asplund. It's 2-1, a power play goal. That's Keith Asplund's 3rd goal of the season and 7th point.
Eagles lacking discipline here early, as that one gets right past Prohier.
And Embry-Riddle sends their top line out there. Marks, Fowler, and Miller. Here's Alex Fowler, plays it off the boards. Fowler gives it to Ryan Marks. Marks out in front, and now is poke checked by Fitz. Now it sits in front of the net, and it's cleared away. Johnny Amello will play it up the boards. Boken pinches, unable to hold it in, but Marks is. Marks plays it off the boards. It was knocked down by Girl.
Marks still looking for that first point this weekend.
And here's Alex Fowler, and he's run over by McNair. That was clean. He had his head down. But Alex Fowler's right back up and right back on the forecheck, as he often does. Jack Boken, saucer pass for Fowler. Made a nice move at the blue line and then turned it over to Girl, and it's sent down the ice.
Trying to do too much again for the Eagles squad.
Alex isn't the only one. Alex Fowler has it at the blue line, tried to make a move and lost it, got it back. Puck comes out to Miller in the slot, takes a shot off the mask of Fitz, and he holds on.
Big shot there. That one's got to hurt right off the dome.
You know a thing or two about getting shots to the head, at least in practice.
Yeah, I can blame a few of my tests on one of those.
1:35 to go in the first period. The shots are 14-7, Embry-Riddle, and it's 2-1. SCHC matchup in Daytona Ice Arena. Asplund will backhand it off the boards, and it comes to Campbell. He's watched there by Kyle Usiak. Now here's Redding. Tried to play it far side for Campbell, and he does. Campbell a little hesitant to forecheck, and Adam Letarte is going to take advantage as that puck was dumped in. Letarte will drop it for Usiak. Usiak out in front! Austin was stopped, and that's iced. Hata, he's got to finally we'll get back to the dots, and I've seen it sometimes where if you're not actually skating back, they'll wave the icing off.
Yeah, he's got to keep in stride. Yeah, if it was me as a ref, I probably would have waved it off if he just started gliding.
I'm sure Miami doesn't mind the whistle because it's just more time for them to rest.
Definitely, yeah.
Here's Campbell from Miami. He got around Hata, but he didn't get around corner, and it ends up in the Embry-Riddle left wing corner. Bryce Corner takes it away. Now here's Adam Letarte, 2-on-2 with Kyle Usiak. Got around one man. Letarte takes the shot and not stopped by Fitz.
Nice move there by Letarte, but an even better save by Fitz as that was a 2-on-1.
Now here's Saunders. Partial break. Takes the shot and not stopped by Proulier.
Big
Saunders is running behind the boards by Remy Hata, and Hata will move it up. Saunders a little slow to get up. Adam Letarte knocked down at the red line. And Kyle Usiak will bring it into the zone, lost it. Here's Johnny Amello back 1-on-3, and he's just going to carry it behind the net. Hata will bounce it to the other side for Kyle Usiak, and that will give time for Hata to get back, and he shoots it off the glass. Good thing it's not the NHL, or that'd be a delay game penalty.
Yeah, if he would have gotten it off the glass and gotten it out, Eagles would have gone away with this period with a 1-goal lead. But now Miami has a chance with 7 seconds left here in the first period.
And Reading won that draw. There's a shot knocked down in front at Hata, and they're going to call it a hand pass. And he's shaking his hand after that, and
it's in the defensive zone. That should not be a hand pass. That should come out to center ice if it were. And if they figure out that that was the wrong call.
I think Kyle just told the ref that, and the ref just kind of stood there stationary for a little bit.
Yeah, that was the wrong call on that one, folks.
Kaufman lost that draw, but Adrian Debra's going to carry it out, and that'll do it for the first. It's 2-1 Embry-Riddle. The shots end 15 for Embry-Riddle and 8 for Miami. We'll be right back in 20 short minutes for the second period in Daytona.
Welcome back, folks, to the second period of the Daytona Ice Arena. It is 2-1 in favor of the Eagles. It is Mitchell Kim with Jordan Shepard still.
Unfortunately for everyone listening.
Yes, that is a very unfortunate thing, and we apologize in advance.
Well, let's see. Apparently, the Eagles assistant coach, Anthony Galante, had a very heartwarming, very nice, calm speech to the players in the locker room.
I'm sure it was
did not use
very calm.
Did not use any profanity or mean words or raise his voice at all.
I could probably understand that, but the Eagles definitely need to get something going here early.
No, we'll start it off with Noah Austin winning the draw. Jack Boken throws out front for Noah Austin. Jams away at it, and it stays out.
And it should be a goal, but they blew the whistle. Big save, Fitz.
And it's like that intent to blow the whistle rule, and we don't necessarily have any word from Toronto yet if it actually went in or not, and we won't get any. So Miami wins the face-off, and it's sent right back in by Colin Bridges, and that is offside. The shots are 17-8 for Embry-Riddle. Noah Austin against Ryan Saunders on the face-off, and Austin wins that draw right on to Fitz. And here's Emela will play it up the boards for Reading. He's forechecked by Kyle Usiak. Usiak tried to make a move to the middle and got knocked down.
Usiak got absolutely dropped there.
And Noah Austin will play it into the left wing corner. Usiak back on his feet will play it around for Colin Bridges. Bridges to the left point. Jack Boken had a Peter Forsberg type goal in the first period, and that shot by Colin Bridges was good in football for 3 points. It was high and wide in hockey. Reading plays it in the neutral zone, and big hit
there by Boken.
But here's a breakaway, and what a save by Proulier on Campbell.
Big save there by Nico.
Here's Campbell now, right wing corner. And Reading threw it out in front, and he split the defense, and Miami will have to go back. Wow! Johnny Emela almost put that in his own net, trying to play it around behind the net, and he lucked out, and here is Reading down the left wing. Tried to make a toe drag around Bryce corner, and he did a good job playing it, and the puck ended up in the left wing corner. Now Jack Boken's going to skate it out down the left wing. Boken tried to toe drag, lost it. Kaufman shot off the blocker of Fitz.
Good save there.
And here's Turner Kaufman. Backdoor for corner, and he had it broken up. But here's Hata with the shot, and that's stopped by Fitz. 18:02 in the second period, and some pretty big back and forth action in the first 2 minutes.
Big save there by Fitz. $18 minutes left in the second period.
Kaufman lost that draw. Here's Adrian Deborah in the right wing corner. Leaves it there for Saunders. He played it around the boards, and there is Girl from Miami. Backhands it into the neutral zone. Deborah got it to David Lytle. Top of the circles, takes the shot. Kicked away by the right pad of Fitz.
Nice save by Fitz.
David Lytle. Right wing corner, gives it there for Turner Kaufman. Turned it over. Corner held it in at the blue line. Now it's taken away by Saunders. He's got a 2-on-2 with Lytle and Hata back. And David Lytle will go back into the left wing corner on the back check. It's Hata will get it off the glass into the neutral zone for Deborah. Now David Lytle will come in on the forecheck. Try to cut to the middle, didn't get a shot off Bryce. Corner knocked down, backhand off the side of the net.
Good play by Corner. Stick with it, but could not get any lumber on it.
Ryan Marks gives up Bryce Corner off his skate, ends up in the neutral zone, and Big Nara will turn it right back over, and then Embry-Riddle will turn it right back over to Miami. But here's Ryan Marks. Right half wall. Comes back to the right point, gives it to the left point for Hata. That was off his stick, ends up in the left wing corner. Threw it out in front, and he missed Miller. I think Fitz might have got a piece of it. And we're going to have a roughing penalty on Michael D'Antonio from Miami. And that means the second Embry-Riddle power play. The shots are now 20-9 for Embry-Riddle in the second period. Just 3 minutes and 35 seconds in. Marks lost a draw. It's cleared down the ice. Perlier will stop it behind the net for Wyatt Ebner out there with Mario Filardi, Alex Fowler, Brantley Miller, and Ryan Marks. Here's Miller down the left wing. Ends up behind the net now. Brantley Miller still has it. Plays it back to the right point for Filardi. Give it back to Alex Fowler in the right corner. Alex Fowler back to Filardi. Center point shot. That was wide. Deflected into the right wing corner.
Filardi looking for a tip on that one, but could not connect with anybody. 1:20 left here in the power play.
Filardi threw it on net, trying to find Fowler's stick, and ends up in the right wing corner once again. And Redding will send that down the ice.
And a big save there by Nico.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't know if it was Landeskog or McKinnon last night. He scored from the red line. Ryan Marks through the neutral zone.
Ryan Marks still without a point this weekend.
He wasn't too happy when I told him that in the locker room at the intermission.
Well, that's too bad.
Puck played in behind the net. Now Brantley Miller has it in the left wing corner. Behind the net, 35 seconds to go in the power play. Here's Wyatt Ebner. Right point shot, and that was wide. Comes right out in front for Noah Austin, unable to get a hand on it.
Yeah, as much as Ryan Marks gets a lot of smack from us.
There's a shot there by Austin off the side of the net.
He is a very intelligent young man. Future drone pilot, Ryan Marks is, in the United States Air Force.
He's probably the most excited out of anybody to go to play against the Air Force next weekend. And Mello battles with Wyatt Ebner behind the Embry-Riddle net. And now Jack Boken will start Auer back to even strength. And that pass missed. Adam Letard, and it won't be icing.
Look at that speed there, Jordan.
Wins the race. I wish I had half that speed. And here's Redding for Miami. Gives it to Saunders. 1-on-2. Makes a nice move, but lost it to Bryce Corner at the last second. Now puck's in the left wing corner. Kyle Usiak will start the breakout. Try to make a move, turned it over. Jack Boken toe drag, gives it to Kyle Usiak, and it's 2-on-2.
Usiak taking it himself, and such a selfish play there, but.
And then fell down, and play was offside.
You got to get that puck deep. He's trying to do one too many moves and just lost it. Miami easily could have taken that puck back and scored.
Yeah, one thing Bob Joyce always says, the Sodexo Cup move. And the Eagles coach, Bob Joyce, actually not here today. He is running a half marathon.
Yeah, what a feat that is. I can run about a mile and then my lungs start to collapse.
Yeah.
Then I'm on the list to get a new lung, and that's not good.
Shot by Lytle was high and wide. Bryce Corner. Right point, gives it to the right half wall for Deborah. Goes to the left point for Hotzot. Takes a slap shot into the chest of Fitz, and another quick chest save there.
And no traffic in front of this Eagles team again. Easy save there by Fitz. Big shot from the point from Hotzot, but Eagles have had a little more intensity here in the second period after the big talk in the intermission, but nothing has come upon it. But Jordan, I feel something's going to happen pretty quick for this Eagles team.
Well, it's just like last night. It was 5-0 for the majority of the second period, and they got 3 quick ones. There's a shot from the point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And D'Antonio backhands that one off the netting over the glass, and it will remain a face-off in the offensive zone for Embry-Riddle and no change for Miami. They can't really make a full change anyway, but it is nice to have breaks. Alec Biscoff just took a stumble there.
Just blew a tire there. He's going to have to go to the nearest discount tire and get a new one, but
Miami will start the breakout, and that pass there for Saunders was out of his reach, but he must have got a piece of it because there's no icing. Bryce Corner turned it over. Saunders, left wing corner. Now Dan Sakala battles, and here's Bryce Corner, unable to get his stick on it. Now Remy Hata has it right wing corner, and it's out into the neutral zone as Campbell's unable to hold it in for Miami. That was backhanded in by D'Antonio, and Hata will try to break out again. Has it behind the net for Embry-Riddle. Drops it there for Bryce Corner. Nearly turned it over, went off the skate of D'Antonio. Dan Sakala at the point looking for the breakout pass, didn't get it, and Campbell made a nice move, and he's able to get it in behind the net. Remy Hata plays it around for Dan Sakala, and we have a whistle.
Like Matt Silcox, after seeing Jack Boken and Remy Hata hiring him on the penalty sheet after last night, Matt Silcox is looking to get back on the score sheet and get ahead to number one for this Eagle team.
Yeah, that's actually only his 34th penalty minute, so he's still got another 11 or so to catch up.
Yeah, that was not a smart penalty there by Matt Silcox. This is still a pretty close game.
And the shots are 22-9, but it's definitely not been a good period for Embry-Riddle. 8 minutes gone by. So Embry-Riddle is on the PK. Miami will start the breakout through the neutral zone as Campbell tried to cut to the middle and he lost it, and then Alex Fowler got it. The right wing corner, unable to get it out. Saunders will play it back to McNair at the point. There's a shot, and that was wide.
Wow, barely wide there. Good shot.
Saunders, right half wall, now goes to the center point. He leaves it back there for Amelo, and that was deflected up in the air, and Alex Fowler unable to get it out again. Good support there by Ebner, but still not able to get it out. Walking the line, and here's a 2-on-1 developing. Alex Fowler, now good back check by McNair. There's a shot by Fowler into the chest of Fitz.
.109 left in this power play for Miami.
And Miami has their only goal on the power play, and they almost got a second one. Noah Austin, Adam Letard out there on the penalty kill. Here comes Saunders. Turned it over to Noah Austin, and he's got it, and he's just going to try to kill as much time as he can. Miami will break out now. Asplund will give it over to Girl, who sends it in. Puck ends up behind the net. Jack Boken will try to come away with it. Good job by Saunders on the forecheck for Miami. And now Amelo will go across to the right point. Asplund with the shot into the chest of Prelier with some traffic in front.
Good save there by Nico as that shot came up high. Made sure there was no rebound on that one.
So as a goalie, what is it like getting a high shot like that? You can't really...
Definitely tough to judge, and he judged it pretty well right there. Got the glove up and trapped it against his chest.
Kaufman lost that draw and comes across to Asplund. He'll set up an umbrella. Asplund gives it to the center point for Campbell. Goes to the bottom of the right circle, now top of the right point. Shot, and that was off the pad of Prelier, and it's cleared down the ice by Bridges. 10 seconds to go in this Embry-Riddle penalty kill. Campbell will come in 3-on-2, and he cut across the blue line, and probably would have been better just to get it in. Now he turns it over. Boken, and Fitz came all the way out, and he made the play.
Great
now
play
here's
by
a 3-on-1 for Miami. Amelo throws it out in front. What a save!
Good
by
save
Nico
by Nico. both goalies flashing it here. Great play there to try to get his team going from Fitz. And a 3-on-1 spooled up after that. Nico Perlier made a great save as that puck came right in a high quality shot spot in the slot.
And would you give Fitz an assist if they would have scored?
I absolutely
came all the way out.
I would have, yeah.
And Ryan Marks won the draw, but off the face-off was Redding, and he came and got a shot on Perlier, and he just walked right in by himself. Nobody tied him up off the face-off.
Another good save there by Perlier.
Ryan Marks wins the draw. Here's a potential 3-on-2. Brantley Miller down the left wing. Miller threw it out in front for Fowler. It was just out of his reach. And Fowler is thrown into the boards by D'Antonio. Brantley Miller plays it behind the net, trying to find Fowler, but the pick play by Asplund worked, and that gave McNair a chance to get the puck into the neutral zone, which is where it is right now. Miller tried to enter, and Asplund took it away, and good job by Alex Fowler to break up that cross-ice saucer pass by Redding.
Bounces are just not going the Eagles' way here on passes.
Bryce Corner gives it to Alex Fowler. He's going to send it in, and he's going to go off for a change. Asplund battles with Marks and ends up back at the right point, and then it's sent down the ice, and that will be icing. .8:54 to go in the second period. It's still 2-1. The shots are 23-13 for Embry-Riddle. And the game a lot closer than the Eagles would like. They've got an offensive zone face-off to the right of Fitz, and Austin got that draw back to the point, and Ebner fanned on the shot, and here's a potential 2-on-1. Here's Saunders trying to make a toe drag, and he couldn't beat Wyatt Ebner, and Asplund will have to regroup. McNair up to Saunders. He's going to enter down the right wing. Saunders takes a sharp angle shot that was kicked aside by Perlier. Turns and fires, and he had D'Antonio in front, missed him with the tip. Shot there by Campbell was over the net. Saunders has it behind the net, and he is thrown down.
Big hit there by Mario Fuller. Oh, and a big flash.
Yep, they got it.
That's going to be, he might even give him a game.
Here's Austin, a breakaway, and he's stopped by Fitz, and White Ebner looked like he got slashed in the rear end or speared.
That's intent to injure. They should give him a game for that one. That's absolutely unacceptable.
Here's Ebner now at the point, takes the shot, and that was high, and it was blockered away by Fitz. Lytle gives it back to Filardi at the point. And unfortunately, he's not a lefty, and pass was just off the mark. Lytle will give it back to Flardy, and it's a 6-on-5 for now. Usiak tried to make a nice play off the boards, and it was snuffed out by Asplund, and we're going to see what the call is.
That, if it was my call, that should be a 5. That was unacceptable.
And they're just going to call it a slash.
You lumberjacked him there.
7:42 to go in the second period, and it's now an Embry-Riddle power play, and maybe they'll try to get some things going.
This could be a big game changer if they score here and get some momentum.
You know, the key to winning every single game, Mitch, score more goals than the other team.
Sometimes it is. You are right. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you just got to have more fun.
Jack Boken center point gives it to Adrian Depra, and he can't hold the line. Turner Kaufman neutral zone.
Not a good start to the power play on that.
Well, and they did a good job winning the faceoff and were unable to actually set anything up. Puck's right back into the Miami offensive zone. Ryan Marks right corner will play it there for David Lytle. Lytle was knocked down, but Adrian Depra supports, and here's Jack Boken center point. Gives it to Kaufman on the right point. Shot, and that was well wide. Depra will play back to Boken at the point, and he was unable to hold the line. He did a good job getting control of that puck because Goro was right there for Miami, but then he turned it over in the neutral zone, and good support by Kaufman to prevent a potential 2-on-1. Amello will send it down the ice, and just like that, 1 minute of this Embry-Riddle power play is gone.
Tough looking power play here so far for the Eagles.
And they're able to get one change as Marks has the puck down the right wing. Adam Letarte is now out there. Marks still has it, goes behind the net. Marks throws it out in front. Kaufman takes a shot, he missed the net.
Just wide. Good play there by Ryan Marks, the captain.
David Lytle, right wing corner, goes behind the net, threw it out in front, and Fitz makes a good save with 32 seconds.
You know, Jordan, there's not a whole lot of structure to this power play for the Eagles. It's just kind of throw it somewhere near the net. It hasn't worked so far. It works sometimes, but it hasn't worked so far.
Noah Austin, Adam Letarte. Kyle Usiak, Remy Hata, and Bryce Corner out there for the rest of this Embry-Riddle power play. Remy Hata. Give it up to Bryce Corner down the left wing. Corner gives it to Usiak, and there's a shot, and that was into the chest of Fitz up high. 10 seconds to go in this power play. There's a shot by Corner, and that was blocked, and that will do it for this power play. Croulier will stop it behind the net. Remy Hata will take it, and Miami's at full strength, but they're still playing a pretty passive forecheck like they are on a PK, and that's sent into the Miami zone. McNair will play it off the boards. Bryce Corner on the forecheck, and good job there by Emelo to get there first for Miami. He's bumped there by Remy Hata. Backhand in front. Right sits there, they score!
Tight game. Good play there by Miami.
And that was D'Angelo. He's got his first goal of the season. And we're tied at 2.
It looks like Bill Thompson, who is filling in for head coach, is going to take a timeout here for the Eagles. A much-needed timeout, I would like to add. That goal was not on Nico Croulier at all. That was a breakdown.
A major one. So there's all 2s on the board. 2-2 in the second period. 5:13 to go. And Michael D'Antonio will get his first goal of the season and his first point in his 8th game. Miami has not won a road game this year. They're 0-6 on the road. Trying to switch that. Embry-Riddle is 11-3-0-1 at home. We'll see what happens after this timeout. So Bill Thompson will send the first line out there for Embry-Riddle. Ryan Marks, Alex Fowler, and Brantley Miller. And Marks wins that draw, and Flaherty will send it around to Brantley Miller on the left wing half wall. Throws it towards the net. That was off the side of the net, and it looked like the net came off, and no whistle. And Miller drives his guy into the boards. Ebner has it, left point. Fowler will send it to the left corner for Brantley Miller. It's getting watched there by McNair. Alex Fowler wins it. Comes back to the point. Ebner shot deflected wide by Ryan Marks. And a good response here from the first line after that goal against. And Ryan Marks has it, plays it back to the point. And there's a shot sticked aside by Fitz, and Brantley Miller is there first. Ebner walks the line, takes the shot, and that was deflected wide.
Looked like it went off the mask.
Brantley Miller throwing his weight around. And Emelo was unable to get it out. Flaherty throws it on net, and McNair actually crossed Fitz's vision as that shot came through, but Fitz was still able to get a hold of it. With 4:11 to go in the second, it'll be an offensive zone faceoff.
Eagles still not getting much traffic in front. Good save there by Fitz.
2 unanswered goals for Miami. tied this game up at 2. Noah Austin battles behind the net with Asplund, and now it's Adam Letarte. Letarte looking back door, throws it out in front, and Fitz made the save, and now we got some pushing and shoving. Kyle Usiak just trying to get out of there. He doesn't usually shove around that much. We'll see if he drew anything, and
looks like it will remain 5-on-5 here with 4 minutes left.
4 minutes to go. Now Austin wins that draw, but good job by Campbell off the draw, using his speed down the left wing. He's going to throw it across. Letarte skates behind the net, and he's, I don't know if he was tripped or fell down, but there's no call, but he's still able to get the puck into the neutral zone, and it's sent right back in by Asplund. Jack Boken behind the net now. He'll start the breakout for Embry-Riddle. Backhand sauce through the middle of the ice is not a smart play, and it's turned over, and Saunders nearly got in behind Colin Bridges, but
good
Nico
play by
Bruyere
Saunders, picking up on a Eagles defensive breakdown.
Just a little too individual. And, you know, I'm starting to wonder maybe Anthony Galante will maybe less politely ask the team to play a little more as a team in the intermission. Deborah plays it off the boards but not out, and Kaufman has it in his skates, and he gives it to Bryce Corner, gives it to Deborah, hopped over his stick, and it's in the Miami zone now. Kaufman, top of the right circle, shot, and that was blockered away by Fitz. He had Lytle in front of the net. Now here's a chance. Campbell in alone, takes a shot, and that's stopped by Proulier. Rebound, and Hata was there to just push it into Proulier, and another defensive breakdown.
Another big defensive breakdown by Hata. He just went right past him. Could not keep it in at the blue line. Eagles, if only they had 3 timeouts like football, they could use all of them.
Another one right now. Wyatt Ebner throws it cross ice off of Kaufman's stick, ends up in Miami zone, but McNair will have it on the right half wall. Banks it off the boards to the neutral zone. Deborah was able to get it right back in. Asplund threw it out of play. No change for Miami. I mean, offensive zone phase up to the right. Colin Fitz. Eagles' fourth line comes out there. Dan Sakala, Matt Silcox, and Ian Betkiss. And that shot was wide, and Betkiss on the forecheck. Lost the battle. D'Antonio played it off the boards into the neutral zone, and here comes Campbell against Ebner. Ebner was able to get out into the neutral zone. It comes right back to D'Antonio on the right side. Betkiss on the forecheck did a good job lifting his stick, and able to get that puck in deep, and now Miami will have to regroup. Pass through the neutral zone, and here's Girl from Miami. Tried to make a move around Filardi, and it was a good play, and Betkiss plays it off the glass and then off the AC unit, and it will go out of play. 2:01 to go in the second period. 2-2 game. The shots are 30-16 for Embry-Riddle, but it's been a very sloppy performance. D'Antonio bounced off a check from Dan Sakala. And Mario Filardi will play it around the boards. Held in there by McNair. Deflection in front by Redding, and he was wide open. That puck goes out of play. 1:46 in the second period. Be a defensive zone faceoff for Embry-Riddle to the left of Nico Proulier. Actually, no, it'll be out in the neutral zone because it was tipped by Redding. Ryan Marks out there with Brantley Miller and Alex Fowler. Riddle trying to get a goal before the end of the period. That's into Proulier, and he's going to hold on to it.
Eagles definitely losing this period. They're going to have to win this next one in order to get some points on the board and go up in the standings. These are two big games for the Eagles. They're trying to get back in the top spot, the top 2 spots for the. And there's a goal.
It's a goal by
from the point.
Johnny Amello. It looked like it was tipped, and it's 3-2 Miami. Unbelievable.
Wow, this is a major turn of events from last night. Whole new ball game.
And
I can't imagine what's going to be said in the locker room here between second and third period for this Eagles club. I have a feeling I might want to stay up here for this one.
Well, we might be able to hear it from up here anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's Jack Boken through a neutral zone, and this is where you don't want to see too much individual stuff. Boken takes a shot, and that was blocked. Alex Fowler on the forecheck along with Ryan Marks, and he bumps his man. Fowler supports the puck from up high. Now Ryan Marks has it. He cuts towards the net. Marks takes the shot, and that was off the shoulder of Fitz. Ryan Marks plays it there to Brantley Miller. Back to the line. Bridges shot. Deflected wide.
Good shot there.
Marks gets it back to the left point. Boken across to Bridges. He's going to take another shot, and that was blocked.
Big block from Miami. That's a huge play.
Miller plays it back to the point for Boken, and he holds it in at the line. Boken walking the line now, trying to cut to the middle. He will, and he's going to take a shot, and that was up in the air, and it goes in!
Somehow it went in!
I think it went off Brantley Miller. I think it went off Brantley Miller in front of the net. He's hunched over like he got hit with the puck, but we're tied at 3.
Fitz didn't even see that one. That one almost touched the moon.
I don't know. It could have been either Brantley Miller's goal or Jack Boken's goal. We'll find out at the intermission for you. So we're tied up at 3, and Adam Letarte wants more. Here's Letarte, goes to the net in front, and he couldn't find Usiak.
Eagles with a quick response after that last goal. They saw that 3 on the scoreboard for Miami and did not like it.
And ooh, Saunders almost got jumped by Campbell, and Saunders threw Remy Hata down to the ice, and now Hata throws Campbell down to the ice, and that's going to send Hata out of the box, and that's a big turn of events, and I don't know what. I got no words.
And just like that, there goes the discipline. It looks like Miami might get a call.
Oh,
Miami's got it.
Are they going?
Oh, Miami's got the call. I probably would not have called that, but
I don't see the call on him. I see it on Hata, but
I do too. I see it on 3 Embry-Riddle players. If it's my personal.
Well, I don't think anybody on the Miami bench is too happy about that. And Ryan Marks is there, as a good captain would do.
That's a pretty big call for the Eagles with 8.5 seconds left. Now that, well, they're getting both Hata and it looks like the Miami forward.
You know what?
Rightfully so, but.
And you know what? There's actually it actually happened once. If you yell at your TV enough, the ref will change the call.
Yeah.
They can hear you.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, and I'm sure whoever from Miami is watching was yelling at the TV, and it worked.
I screamed a few times right there, and somehow.
You know what?
They got him.
It doesn't work very often, but it works when it needs to. So let's skate 4-on-4 with 8.5 to go in the second, and I do have another question. You think Ryan Marks got a point on that third goal, or was that
I don't believe he did, but he did show a lot of jump on that one. Made a couple nice shots there on Fitz.
He's the first guy that knows he doesn't have any points, and he wants to chip in whatever way he can. There's a shot from the center point, and Proulier makes the save.
Eagles going to have to win a face-off here in their defensive zone. It looks like Miami's going to pull the goalie to try to get an extra skater. Eagles, if I were them, they win this face-off. Take a shot all the way down.
And I don't know what's going on. And they're going to send him back.
Yeah, Fitz was getting a little jumpy on that one. Which
he wanted it.
If there was 2 seconds left, I would definitely agree. But
And Miami wins that drop. That shot was high and wide, and that will do it for the period. And Bryce Corner gives Asplin a little shove after the whistle.
Asplin complained about that one, but, you know,
and yeah, it's
not that much of a call, so.
I don't know what's going to happen in the third, but it's going to be good.
Yeah,
it's 3-3, and we'll be right back in 15 short minutes on the Embry-Riddle Game Day Network. And welcome back to Daytona Ice Arena. Just waiting on Mitch Kim. We're getting ready to start the third period. We'll start 4-on-4. Ryan Marks, Brantley Miller, Jack Boken, and Colin Bridges out there for Embry-Riddle. And Marks wins that face-off. Comes to Jack Boken. He's going to give it across to Colin Bridges. Ryan Marks down the right side. Goes behind the net. Throws it out in front, and he missed Jack Boken. Colin Bridges has it. Right half wall takes a shot, and that stopper that fits, he'll hold on. So Miami scoring 2 in that period. Embry-Riddle scoring 1 late to tie it. We're tied at 3 in a game that has been pretty back and forth, and not the game that Embry-Riddle wanted before they head out to Colorado next weekend. Ryan Marks comes all the way back to the center point. Still holds onto it. Ends up behind the net. Left wing corner. Plays it back to the center point for Bridges. Takes the shot, and that's deflected just wide by Brantley Miller. Marks has it. Right half wall, plays it back to the right point. Deflection in front, and that was stopped. And Boken trying to come up. Comes away with it. Jack Boken, left half wall. Ends up in the left corner. Still has it. Good puck protection. And finally surrenders it. And here comes Campbell the other way for Miami. With Saunders. Saunders drives wide, and good job by Bridges on the poke check. And that's going to be a penalty to Jack Boken. And they're going to call him for roughing as he was up high on Campbell, and it will be a 4-on-3 power play for Miami. It'll be 48 seconds of 4-on-3, and then it will turn into a 5-on-4 as Remy Hata stands up in the box, ready to come out for Embry-Riddle. Ebner played it off the boards, and it hopped over the stick of Amelo, and it ends up all the way down the ice. Amelo now will start the breakout. He's got lots of open ice. Riddle will line up 3 across the blue line. Here's Amelo, gets by corner, takes the shot, and that's stopped by Pouliere, and it's played up to the point but not out. Campbell, top of the right circle now, goes down to the bottom of the right corner. Now will go behind the net. Plays it around for McNaira, and not enough on it. Wyatt Ebner will send it down the ice, and Fitz will have to stop it. There's 10 seconds of 4-on-3 time left. Here's Saunders. He gets around Adam Letarte. It's 2-on-2. Saunders with lots of speed goes towards the net. Stop, rebound, and what a play by Bryce Corner to clear it out. Saunders couldn't get it by Noah Austin, and Campbell supports, and it's now a 5-on-4 for the next 55 seconds. Here's Campbell, center point, shot! And that was blocked away by Pouliere. He tried to go to the top left corner, and Letarte will clear it down the ice. 40 seconds to go in this Miami power play. Asplund for Miami. Moves it up the right side there for Saunders. He was checked there by Noah Austin, and now Girl will just throw that on Pouliere as he deflects it away, and it goes right to Noah Austin, who sends it down the ice. And there's only 15 seconds left on this Miami power play. Here comes Amelo now, 3-on-3 through the neutral zone. Fake the one-timer, or the slap shot, and Bridges was able to bite on it, and he was able to carry it behind the net, and he threw it out in front. We're back to full strength. That puck hit the official, and Redding is going to have it on the right half wall. He's going to play it down low for Campbell. Campbell, a lot of stationary Eagles right now, throws it out in front, and that was deflected by D'Antonio wide, and now Turner Coffin will start the breakout. Moves it up there for Adrian Debra, and he was caught on the back check there by Redding, and Redding's going to send it right back in. Sloppy first 4 minutes for this Eagles team. It's 3-3. Puck is in the right corner. Redding battles with David Lytle, who gets it out, and now it's a 2-on-1. Lytle, he was checked there by Amello, and Kaufman will come right back in, but he's going to turn it over to Asplund, who's going to play it around the boards. Corner was unable to hold it in. The linesman was in the way. Corner was knocked down. It comes to Deborah. He's going to enter the zone. He's going to take a shot, and that was kicked away with the left pad by Fitz. Corner is bumped by D'Antonio. Amello from Miami is going to play that into the neutral zone. Adrian Deborah turned it over and ends up right on Proulier. Beside the net, Remy Hata will pick it up, move up the left side. Hata over to David Lytle. 1-on-2, takes the shot, and that was up high, but Fitz made the save, and he throws something at Lytle, and Lytle is just talking back, and that was pretty unnecessary by Fitz. He's just trying to drive the net, didn't snow him, didn't poke at him or anything. Nothing will come from it. We'll have a face-off to the left of Fitz. It'll be the Embry-Riddle first line out there. Marks, Miller, and Fowler. Ryan Marks wins that draw. Here's Hata, takes the shot, deflected. It sits in front, and Fitz made the save. 37th shot for Embry-Riddle compared to 21 for Miami. We're tied at 3 in the third. Marks lost that draw, but he's got it on the left half wall, and Miller lost his stick. He was unable to make a play on Amello, and instead it comes to Marks. He's in front, takes the shot, and that was shoulder saved by Fitz. Comes to Miller, right corner. Johnny Amello will play it in front for McNair. This game's getting a little physical now, and Campbell will throw it up the middle for Girl from Miami, but he lost it, and Alex Fowler plays it to Ryan Marks. He's got a 1-on-3. Cuts to the middle. Here's Marks. Ryan Marks stopped by Fitz. He's frustrated. Now here's Miller off the turnover, looking to get something. Throws it out in front. Fowler on the rebound, and he wasn't able to get a shot away as it was deflected in the right corner. Now Ryan Marks has it. Marks back to the point for Hata. He's going to take a shot through a screen, and he hit Fowler's leg. It's going to be cleared into the neutral zone. Alex Fowler offside was Brantley Miller, and it's questionable call, but that'll move the face-off out into the neutral zone. That was a good shift by that Embry-Riddle first line, getting a couple chances. We'll see if that Embry-Riddle second line, Noah Austin, Adam Letard, and Kyle Usiak, will be able to continue that momentum. Here's Adam Letart. Plays it back to the left point for White. Ebner takes the shot through traffic, and that was kicked aside by the left pad of Fitz. Usiak right corner. Being watched there by Saunders. Usiak unable to hold that puck in was Filardi, and ends up down in the Embry-Riddle zone. Filardi plays it up the right-hand side. Noah Austin will move it up. He was under pressure there from Campbell, but he got it to Letart, and he's going to start the forecheck. Letart in the right wing corner. Throws it out in front for Usiak. He scores! Kyle Usiak gets his 9th goal of the season and 20th point, and it was all because of Adam Letart on the forecheck. And it's a 4-3 Embry-Riddle lead. Couple good shifts for the top two lines of Embry-Riddle, and they got some momentum. Finally pays off. Kaufman was able to get it in deep, and Embry-Riddle wants some more. Here's Jack Boken. Goes to the net. Boken throws it out in front. Deborah scores! Adrian Deborah gets his second goal of the season, and it's 5-3 Embry-Riddle. 2 quick ones. We'll see what Embry-Riddle can do now. They want more. Here's Deborah. Deborah takes the shot, and that was high and wide. Jack Boken on the forecheck. Plays it to David Lytle. Back for Turner Kaufman. It was out of his reach, and here's Aspen will play it into the neutral zone. Embry-Riddle regrouping, trying to get it right back in. It was turned over by Bridges, and D'Antonio will send it in for Miami. Jack Boken will start the breakout. Turned it over. D'Antonio throws it back into the Embry-Riddle zone. Colin Bridges, backhand pass in the middle for Kaufman, out of the reach, and it's sent right back in by Asplund. Miami playing a little bit of a trap now. Pass for Deborah was off his skate, and McNara for Miami was unable to get it out. It's turned over. Here's Ryan Marks, goes behind the net. Marks goes to the far side. What a look for Fowler, and that was stopped. Rebound sits in the crease. It's cleared away. Ryan Marks throws it out in front, and no goal because David Lytle is getting into it with Colin Fitz, and I don't know how that started. Colin Fitz has been taking shots at Lytle the last 2 games, and they finally get a chance to throw some punches, and the puck came out in front. And Ryan Marks scored, but it didn't matter because Fitz was all the way out towards the left faceoff dot with David Lytle throwing punches. And now Girl and Lytle are having some discussions. And we'll see what happens here. Remy Hata's going to go to the box. I don't know why he's in there. They're going to put D'Antonio in the Miami box and Hata for Embry-Riddle, and David Lytle is not going to get anything. It looks like, and it's just going to be 4-on-4. And so we'll skate 4-on-4. After all that, just offsetting penalties. Bryce Corner plays it to the center point, wide Ebner. Fowler goes to the front of the net. He's going to take a shot, and that was blocked. And Saunders will skate it out for Miami. Fowler on the back check, trying to get the puck away from him, and he did a good job protecting it. And Saunders was going to carry it into the Miami zone, or the Embry-Riddle zone. Corner does a good job getting him off the puck, and now he has the puck and will start the breakout. Turned over at the blue line. Ebner, good support, gives it to Alex Fowler down the left wing. Fowler takes a shot, that was wide. Marks there to support on the right half wall. Holds it in at the line, throws it towards the front of the net, and that was deflected. And DeMello for Miami with Fowler on him, and they're gonna call Alex Fowler on a trip, and I don't think that was a penalty. He was forechecking Amello, and he lost his edge, but they're gonna send Fowler to the box for 2, and it'll be a 4-on-3 power play for Miami for 1 minute and 17 seconds. Not the right call to make. So with 11:39 to go in the third period, Miami's going to get a 4-on-3 power play. And they win the draw. Osman will give it over to Amello, center point. Gives it across to Campbell. Far side, tried to find Girl, and it was in his skates. Campbell. Top of the right circle, took a shot, took the stick out of Latart's hand. Turning and firing was Saunders, and that was broken up. Puck ends up down the Miami zone. Mello to Campbell. Battles there with Jack Boken, and he's going to get the puck out of the zone just barely. It's sitting at the blue line, and now it is offside. And Jack Boken is going to go to the box, and that's an undisciplined penalty. They're going to call a cross check, and that's just not a smart play. It was after the whistle. Campbell's already down on the ice, and now it's going to remain a 4-on-3, and in 34 seconds it'll become a 5-on-3. And Miami is not done yet. And Mello will give it down to Girl, get it back. Right point, goes to the center point. Campbell, top of the left circle, shot. That was up high on Prulier. He makes the save. 22nd shot of the game for Miami. Ebner off the draw, sends it down the ice, and Miami will have to regroup. 16 seconds until a 5-on-3. Right now it's a 4-on-3 power play for Miami. Here's Amello skating through the neutral zone. Amello reverses it there for Campbell, turned it over to Kaufman, and here comes Turner Kaufman. 1-on-1. Turner Kaufman gets around his man. Kaufman in, and a save made by Fitz. And Girl just sent Kaufman's stick flying across the ice, and they got to call something here. And nothing. Doesn't look like they're going to call anything. There's not a lot of happy faces on the Embry-Riddle bench right now, and I'm with them. I don't see why that wasn't any sort of penalty. It was a great move by Kaufman to get around the defenseman and get a good quality scoring chance on the 4-on-3. It's now a 5-on-3. And here comes Saunders for Miami. Saunders will give it up there to Mello. Mello, far side for Campbell. Left wing corner is going to play it back to the point. Kaufman aggressive on the PK. The puck is played behind the net. Campbell leaves it for Redding. Redding back to Campbell. Under pressure there from Colin Bridges. Now Redding has it behind the net. He gives it to Saunders. Fake the fans on the shot. And it's sent down the ice, and Ryan Marks out on the ice. It's now a 5-on-4 for the next 35 seconds. And Mello. Under pressure from Marks. And Asplund will play it across to Amello. Now to Saunders. He's going to enter the zone. 16 seconds left on this penalty to Jack Boken. And a big hit there from Ryan Marks, and Asplund's going to have to go back as the puck was cleared away. Embry-Riddle is killed off the 5-on-3. Ryan Marks on the forecheck against Campbell, and Campbell's able to get it up there to Redding, and now be a 1-on-3 for Saunders, and he tried to make a move around Haughton, did. He's now got Alex Fowler to deal with, makes a move around him, and good support by Bryce Corner to take that loose puck. It's now a 2-on-3 the other way. Corner's going to carry it in, gives it to Fowler, walks in with the shot, and that's stopped by Fitz. Ryan Marks did a good job on the forecheck. He's got the puck behind the net, now in the right wing corner. Centering pass in front for Bryce Corner, miss. There's a shot by Remy Hata that was blocked in front. Brantley Miller unable to get that loose puck, but he's got it in the right corner now. Miller plays it behind the net for Ryan Marks. First line out there for Embry-Riddle. Remy Hata at the point, shot, and that was blocked in front by Saunders, and he's going to start the other way. Saunders trying to get around Hata, and he does. Saunders in front! And that puck was in the air as Redding was unable to get a stick on it. Ryan Marks Unable to get it out. Here's Redding, throws it out in front, and that was deflected wide. Brantley Miller really slowed down. Alex Fowler's going to carry it, and he's just going to get it in deep and go off for a change. Second line comes over the boards. Kyle Usiak, Adam Latart, and Noah Austin. Kyle Usiak is flying on the forecheck. Puck is sent on in the neutral zone, and Adam Latart will carry it back out. He's got the assist on the go-ahead goal right now, which was by Kyle Usiak earlier in the period. Here's Amello. Cuts to the middle, takes the shot. That was high and wide. 7:15 to go in the third period. There's a shot from Amello, was stopped by the right pad of Proulier. Now it's thrown out in front. D'Antonio threw it on net, and that was stopped by Proulier. And Usiak was there behind him to make sure that it did not squeak through. .704 to go in the third period. Ebner plays it off the boards to David Lytle. It was over his stick, but he did a good job on the forecheck to get it back. Now Lytle tried to cut to the middle, and that was broken up there by McNair, and Fitz is going to hold on, and David Lytle, his best friend, is right back in front of the net. And they've got some words now. Third line out there for Embry-Riddle. Turner Kaufman wins that draw to Lytle. Played back to White Ebner with a shot, and that was deflected wide. Colin Bridges throws that on net. That was tipped by Lytle into the corner. Adrian Deborah, right corner. Walks it across the circle. That shot was wide. He was looking for the tip from Lytle. He didn't quite get it. Deborah unable to get that puck in the corner, and it's cleared into the neutral zone. Colin Bridges gives it to David Lytle. Lytle down the right side. Wrist shot, and he shot it over the net. David Lytle. Shot was wide. Adrian Deborah on the forecheck. It's played up to Saunders for Miami. Saunders down the right wing. He's just going to send it around the net, and Bridges read it and send it down the ice, but that will be icing. No icing. And Amello was skating really hard to get back, and I don't think he recognized it was an icing. And now he's going to play it across to Osplin, and it's turned over to Brantley Miller. Miller with a shot into the glove of Fitz. He holds on. 5:42 to go in the third period. It's 5-3 Embry-Riddle. The shot's 45-25. That puck was sent down into the Embry-Riddle zone off the faceoff, and that will be icing. 5:33 to go in the third period. We'll keep the first line out there. Ryan Marks, Brandon Miller, Alex Fowler, and Remy Hata and Jack Boken out there on the points, and Bryce Corner is going to come take Jack Boken's spot. He's going to get sent right back to the bench. Ryan Marks tried to win that draw forward, unable to, and that puck came out in front. It was cleared away by McNair. Remy Hotsaw held it in at the point. It's sent in the left corner for Alex Fowler. Gets it to Brantley Miller. Thrown out in front, and that was cleared away. Remy Hotsaw. Pass was broken up by Campbell, but then sits in the neutral zone. Ryan Marks supporting. Here comes Marks with Fowler. Wrist shot, and it went over the net. It went off the glove of Fitz. Marks trying to throw it out in front. That was broken up by McNair. Now Ryan Marks. Given to Jack Boken. Jack Boken. Remy Hotsaw center point. Wrist shot, deflected wide. Ryan Marks left corner. Hata to Jack Boken. Traffic in front of the net. Brantley Miller's in front. Jack Boken, top of the right circle. He's going to hold on to it. Give it to Ryan Marks. Wrist shot, scores! Ryan Marks, almost from the goal line, bottom of the left circle, makes it 6-3 as he picked the top corner. What a feed from Jack Boken. 47th shot of the game. Embry-Riddle's got a little bit more life here in the third than they have all game. They've got 3 unanswered goals. UCAC's able to get that in deep. They're not done yet. Adam Letard on the forecheck. That's sent down the ice. Over the icing. Ryan Marks, it's his 17th goal of the season and his 25th point. Backhand off the boards out into the neutral zone. Colin Bridges will skate it up for Noah, move it up to Noah Austin. He's through down the right side. Noah Austin, centering pass for UCAC. Wrist shot, now stop, rebound, they score! Noah Austin! It's 7-3. Embry-Riddle is alive. And a timeout has been called by Miami with 4:01 to go in the third period. So 4 goals in the third period for Embry-Riddle, both scored in sets of 2 pretty fast. It was Kyle Usiak scored, and then Adrian Deborah scored, and then Ryan Marks and Noah Austin on a rebound. It's been a pretty offensive-filled period for Embry-Riddle, especially in the last 12 or so minutes. Pretty slow starting period, a couple penalties taken by Embry-Riddle. Miami had a 5-on-3, didn't do anything with it. Couple good shifts by Embry-Riddle really set the momentum, and they got 2 quick ones. The momentum stayed, and then Embry-Riddle got 2 more quick ones. Silcox against Saunders on the faceoff, and Saunders wins it clean. Here's Amello. We'll go D to D. Asplin will move it up. Trying to find Girl. It was off his skate. Ends up in the Embry-Riddle zone. Bridges tried to flick it into the neutral zone, and it ended up in Saunders' midsection. And now Dan Sakala will move it up to Silcox. Puck outs up in the neutral zone. Colin Bridges will have it back in the Embry-Riddle zone. Silcox lays a body. It's played back around. Saunders has it for Miami. Behind the Embry-Riddle net. Making some moves on Bryce corner. Thrown out in front for Girl, and it was in his feet. And Amello will have to go back and retreat. Amello goes cross ice looking for D'Antonio, and it's sent in. Bridges with plenty of time. He's going to stop behind his net and cut the other way. Bridges was run there by Campbell and had to retreat back in the zone. Meanwhile, Matt Silcox on the forecheck, and it's sent right back into the neutral zone, and White Edmer will go back and get it for Riddle. 2:52 to go in the third period. It's 7-3. Game has really opened up in the last 12 or so minutes. Bryce corner gives it over to Adrian Deborah. He's going to carry it around and behind the Miami net, leave it for David Lytle. Lytle throws it out in front. Bryce corner with a shot, and that was wide. Amello will break it out for Miami. All the Eagles retreating to the neutral zone. Amello will give it up there. For Girl's going to backhand it in. Didn't get it all the way deep, and Jack Boken took it away. Tried to get it out, lost it. Saunders, right half wall. Skates up to the right point. Hit Boken's skate. He plays it off the boards. Here's Lytle with a chance. David Lytle throws it out in front. Deborah scores! That was a slow developing play Adrian Deborah gets his second of the game, and it's 8-3. The 50th shot of the game. The shots are now 50-25, and this period, a lot better sign for this Embry-Riddle team than the first two. 5 goals, 4 and no against. Under 2 minutes to go in regulation time. And Mello for Miami, he's just going to skate along his blue line. He's going to leave it there for McNair, and it's deflected in by Redding. Jack Boken will go into the right corner of his own zone to get it. Now he'll start the breakout and give it to Deborah. Deborah, far side for Lytle. Lytle skates across the blue line. He's got to wait for Kaufman to get onside, and now he will enter the zone. Here's Lytle with a wrist shot, and that's stopped by Fitz. 1:28 to go in the third period. Three goals on the season now for Adrian Deborah. 8 points. One of the new additions to the team this year, did not play last year. First line out there for Embry-Riddle. Ryan Marks goes forward on the face-off. He's unable to get it in front to Miller on the set play. McNair gave it across to Redding. Redding able to get it out, and he's knocked down from behind by Alex Fowler, and that will be 2 minutes. Redding's holding on to Fowler's stick. It's just going to be Fowler that goes to the box. He wanted to get his stick back, and Redding wasn't giving it back to him. So Miami's going to get a power play for the rest of the period unless they score. 1:13 to go in the third. Just keep Ryan Marks and Brantley Miller out there for the PK. So Nico Proulier is in line for his 7th win of the season. It will improve his record to 7-1-1. There's a shot that was blocked by Ryan Marks, and Emelo will have to retreat. Redding sends it up the middle. Trying to find Saunders. It's in his skates, and good job by Wyatt Ebner to tie him up, and Jack Boken will skate it up the boards for Ryan Marks. Here's a shorthanded 2-on-1. Marks to Jack Boken, and that was in his skates. Jack Boken now trying to cut to the middle. He's got 2 Hurricanes players on him. Gives it to Ryan Marks in the right corner. 27 seconds to go in regulation time, and Jack Boken's just going to retreat into the neutral zone and kill some more time off. Wyatt Ebner, long shot, blockered away by Fitz. Wyatt Ebner behind the net. Throws it out in front, and that was kicked away by Fitz with the right pad. 44. Brantley Miller takes a shot with 6 seconds to go in regulation, and that is going to do it. Embry-Riddle scores 5 in the third period and makes a questionable game a convincing win. Embry-Riddle improves to 12-3-0-1 at home. Miami remains winless on the road. We'll see you in 3 weeks. Embry-Riddle will take off to Colorado next weekend and play Florida Gulf Coast the weekend after, and we'll be back for a game against USF. We will have that for you. Thank you for tuning in. An 8-3 Embry-Riddle win on the Embry-Riddle Game Day Network.